Do you see that? Well, that is our new island that we have now here in Havisham. So, two things have changed dramatically in my preparation for this next episode. The first one is that we've actually kind of won the war, so it was just some more naval battles. I didn't want to bore you with that. We still have some ships here, and I really did nothing else than to wage war like for 2 full hours before I could finally defeat him. And I think he's kind of broken. He's got 2 islands in the old world now. These 2, I don't want to take him, even though I think about taking this one here, because defenses don't look that good here. So we could take it with like 5 or 6 ship of the lines. And we've taken this one here. That was kind of a hard battle. I just had to defeat his turrets, and now we have Havisham. It belongs to us now, which is very good because we have lots of iron, coal, zinc and copper here. So we can use this island here for our material production, where we need quite a lot. If you still remember that. So we have the bicycles that we need to produce and the spectacles, and both of them need quite a lot of materials, minerals that is. And I'm already sending 2 ships to this new island here. The other one is arriving right now with building materials, so we can start building our production on this new island that we have here. That is one thing that changed. And the other thing, I kind of build my own trade routes now. So I'm replacing those charter routes here step by step now with new trade routes that my own ships undertake. So I said bye-bye to the achievement for now. It was not possible for me to do this because I totally ran out of influence, and you need those influence points to create to build battleships, that is for one, and to edit or to edit your newspaper, you know. So that was the problem, and I just couldn't progress anymore at some point, so I just had to delete some charter routes now because they take a lot of influence. And the trade routes from my ships, my own ships, are much cheaper. So I'm just, you know, for example, the next one that I'm going to replace is bread. So we got 3 bread charter routes, and I'm just going to replace that with 2 of my own ships once I've built them. So we're in the process of that. And we've just built another ship of the line over here that I'm just, you know, as a defense, and now I built 2 clippers. We can finally build ships again because we have the influence points for that. So these things changed, and in the new world, you know, some more sea battles took place, and we've taken 2 more islands, and I'm at the beginning of the last stage here, so I'm going to take this last bigger island that he has in the new world. So I kind of totally crushed him. A good thing, of course, because it was quite overpowered at some point. I totally neglected the new world. He got like 80% of the islands, and now it's completely vice versa. And I've got 80% of the islands and some beautiful ones. So we can now, I think the war is as good as over. It's still impossible for me to get, to sign a treaty with him. So he still doesn't want to take peace with me, you know. That is strange, and I don't quite believe those statistics here anymore. I've got so many more battleships than him, and my economy is way better. He got like 2 islands in the old world, and I've got 6 islands now with production on it. So there's no way that he could be that strong still. But well, doesn't matter. He still doesn't want to make peace with me. I can't do that, so chance of success is 0. I think that is a bit bugged, because the AI is smart in this game, really smart, but in this case, in diplomatic stuff, they are really not smart. Anyway, lots of talking, little of action. We're here in Havisham, and before I can do anything, I need, of course, to get my commuter peers to that island as well. So we're going to take another of my ships that we have. And we can even purchase some ships up here. So there is a cargo ship, a big one. Costs quite a bit, but it's a fast steam cargo liner here. And that would be just ideal for my trade routes. I'm not going to purchase this one here because it's way too expensive. And we need money. We don't have that much anymore. War is costly. But we're going for steamships soon. I definitely want to continue now with some proper new productions. We haven't done any of those in the recent episodes, and my goods are looking good. Canned food and sewing machines are looking a bit problematic, but the rest is still looking good. So let's start with the oil thing while our ships are on the way. doing the stuff. And we have some oil springs here now. And we definitely want to reach the age of electricity now, because electricity boosts the output of our factories by quite a bit. So that is important. But it's going to take major remodeling, I think, of my island, because I need to put railways everywhere. Let's start with the oil refinery and build one here. That's it. That's the oil refinery. Nothing spectacular yet. Let's get it over there and see what happens. I have no idea. So we need oil wells. Okay, so we need to place them here. And how many? It seems there is no limit to that, right? We could build 2 of them. Let's build 2 of them. And one more here. Oh, okay, they pollute the air though on my island up here. Not that pretty, but we need that oil. So we've got 2 now that produce it, as you can see. 250 and 300%. So we should produce quite a lot of oil now. It's being produced now. And the thing is, they need a train to deliver that oil to the oil storage that we need to build on. And we can only do that on the water. So what we need to do is now we get rid of those fisheries here. I produce a lot of fish anyway. Let's get rid of those paths here, that street. And I'm also going to get rid of those buildings. It hurts, but I have to. And then we need a... I think they have, yep, they have a connection of their own, as you can see. Some tracks here. So I'm going to start with my first railway. Going this way and over the street to the harbor. And here we have the small oil harbor that is going to store the oil for us. I think some of it. How much? Oil storage of 500. That looks good though. Okay, so we have that, and let's also have, where's the train ray? There it is. And let's also have it over here. Oh yeah, they're too close to the harbor. Here's some action going on, and we've achieved now choo-choo. So we got our first trains, and we're going to see them soon. As soon as I take this last island of his in the new world that is important. He's still got some islands, but he's got no resources anymore to build a fleet. So at least I hope that's the case. And I'm also going to get another ceasefire here. And yes, one of you wrote in the comments that that's right, if they want ceasefire and I pay them a hefty sum of like 90,000, my rank goes up. But as you can see, if I take a normal ceasefire with 12,000 credits, so the cheaper one, I still get reputation. And I think in the long term, this is still the cheaper option. So we've taken this island now. Just another one here. Let's send my fleet back and let's go to the old world and have a look at my railways that we have now here.
As long as we preserve what's already there.
So I think in the long term it's still cheaper to just take a ceasefire on my own all the time, and then we can just you know, build up our reputation as well. And look at that. We got a train. Some interesting tracks here, but well, you have to think of Anno like a puzzle game, so the tracks are okay, I think. And for some reasons, now it works. Perfect. So he's getting now the oil in this field, in this oil refinery. He's loading it right now. Let's wait for that.
The drums of war can be heard.
And there is another train coming out with an oil tank, and he's going for the other one as well. And loading some oil on that one, and then delivering it to our harbor. So that is the first thing that we did here. Now we have 74 tons of oil, and now we can use that oil for an oil power plant. So for example, I've got a lot of factories here. So what I want to do is I want to have one of those factories here to boost the output of those buildings here. And we're doing that by placing the factory here, and as you can see, it has an area of influence as well. The greens. So I put it there. Of course, it adds some pollution, which is not good, but it should boost our output by quite a bit. And we've also gotten an achievement, climate change denier. Okay, that is not a good achievement. But again, this is just for the beginning, you know, because we have oil fields somewhere else as well. In the New World, we have some. And I think one of those islands has one. Nope. None of these islands have one. This main island got one. Got 7 oil fields, and the New World, there are some as well. So we can then just, you know, deliver the oil to the old world if we want that. If we want to reduce pollution. But it doesn't pollute that much, as far as I can see. Okay, we got the oil power plant. The train is now bringing that oil to the power plant. Let's see what happens. Nothing yet. And boy, that cost us a lot of money. Yeah, 25,000 for the power plant, 10,000 for the harbor, and 25,000 for the oil refinery. So I don't think that I need 2 of them at the moment. Let's remove this one here again. But it seems I can't remove it, right? No. Okay. I don't think that I need so many of them. That works right now. Okay, so we got oil now in the power plant, and energy is being produced. So what happens? Let's have a look at the factories here. As you can see, energy is on, and well, quite a bit. 50% increase of productivity yet. Let's see if it goes up. It goes further. More than 50% yet, so that looks good. All of them, by the way. The window makers, even the brick factories, the bakeries, which they don't have anything here anymore to do. The fur dealer, look at that. Amazing, 100% increase now. And a nice little detail, we have now those power cords on the streets, going about on the streets automatically, and we have cars, because we have oil now. So these are the first cars that we have now on Sleepy Hollow. I like that a lot. And there's the train coming again. So how much is it now in total? Yeah, it's 100% more, so twice the production capacity that we had before that. Amazing, isn't it? What we can do now, because we have our power plant here, I could just put my most important factories that are the canned food and the sewing machines. I think those are the most important ones here. I can put them to the other side, because they don't have electricity here. And I would need to get a train, a railway, right to the other side and build a power plant there as well, for it to work. Of course we could do that. It would be some work though, and we would have to remove some buildings here. But it's possible. Even the clay pit produces more, 100% more, because of that. So our ships are now here, and we can, I think we need, what was it? Yeah, I can't edit anything in the newspaper right now. I really don't have any influence. That is the problem. We need windows, and we need reinforced concrete. We need those for the commuter pier on the new island, and some timber and some bricks. That should be all of it.
People are starting to get sick.
So we have that, and well, weapons are still missing. Where's the frigate that we sent on the way to this island? Has it been destroyed? There it is. I don't know why they're stuck. You know, like this one here. At some point they just stop in the open, in the ocean, and, well, just stand still there. Let's bring it back now to Havisham, and the other ship is on its way, hopefully, as well. And then we have everything that we need on this new island to start with production. And what we can also do now, as I said, we can move some of those productions, like brick factory. Well, 200% is nice, but, you know, I don't need that much brick anymore. So let's just move that to some other location over here. Whoops, not here. Here.
I don't have all I need for my cat. Always harder.
And what else could I move? The cement, the concrete. I don't need that there. It's just not needed. So much concrete, reinforced. At least not now. Let's move another one. This one here. Also to this area. Okay, so we got some space here. There's still one more concrete factory. Let's move that far away from everything. Actually, we can then move it up here. There's some nice spot there. Perfect. And now, let's see, what do we want to move? Sewing machines. This is one. So we're going to move this one now to the area where we have some nice, juicy electricity. And I need to remodel some things here. Let's see. Fur dealer, definitely. Yep. Very important. And we can also see that, or look that we can use our new production buildings, like the bicycle factory, so that we can put everything over here, because we've got electricity there now. And those power plants are really expensive, and I don't know how much oil they actually need. So oil is looking not that good. It's lower than it was before. And I really don't want to waste space here. We need to be as efficient as possible with that. Let's move this one here. And there's still some spots here that we can use. Let's get rid of those streets. Okay, so we got some more spots here. Let's move, let's see, another sewing machine factory to this area here. And there's still space for one more. Okay, so they're all using electricity over there. Very nice. Like that. And we have more space over here. They're producing quite a bit now, and I have so many of them. Another fur dealer. Let's move him over here. Okay, and I think I'm going to use the other spots that we still have left here for the bicycle factory. So we can have one here, I think, yeah. So one here, and we can definitely replace the tracks a bit. So we can put one more here. That would be perfect. Okay, about the bicycle factory. We need this caoutchouc. Do we have some caoutchouc? No, so no one is selling this to us. Lucky for us, we got some new islands here in the New World. If you remember, we didn't have any caoutchouc fertility on our 2 islands here. So, but the new one here, this one has caoutchouc. Perfect. So here we can start with that production soon. I do have some ships left. And I'm also going to buy another... What is that? That is a quest. I don't want to do that quest now. We want to build up by that clipper here. She's not selling to us? No. Okay, so we have that clipper. And I think we also want to have a commuter's pier here, because I don't want to build 2 cities in the New World either. But we don't have any more space here as far as I can see. We're quite full in La Isla. So perhaps I'm going to just make a second island city after all here. That would be a spot, a nice one. And that wouldn't be too much work. First of all, let's get that clipper to La Isla, and there we are going to load some building materials. And I think I also need to transport some new materials here. Now I need to find the caoutchouc first. Something that is not so easy, it seems. Where's caoutchouc? It's not there. Is it here, perhaps? There it is. Caoutchouc. Oh, it only needs timber. Okay, so that's easy to make. So we can do that right away. Perfect. That's going to be easy. And I think the zinc is easy as well. We should already have some zinc here. Let's have a look. Oh, we have over 400 tons of it already. And copper as well, 500 tons. So a lot actually. We could start with the spectacle production, right? We could have the brass smeltery. But I'm not going to have it on Sleepy Hollow. It reduces the attractiveness way too much. So let's see. We do have the copper mines here. And I think in New Hollow as well. Nope. Where have we used that? Oh, okay, in Sleepy Hollow we have used the copper. But we are going to move it, I think, to Nickelby. Right. I think we're going to move it here then. Let's unload everything that we got in Nickelby. Oh, quite a big storage here. And I do have some weapons, so let's just build some cannon towers. Oh, they need influence as well. I just realized. Okay, we can't put any defenses here at the moment. But he's got no ships at all, like almost none, as far as I can see. He's just got hasn't got the resources anymore to build a fleet. So that's good for us. We don't need any defenses for now. And let's start with the commuter's pier. As soon as I can find it. Should be at engineers. There it is. Which needs 15 influence as well. Isn't that nice? Everything needs influence. The thing is, I still don't understand this system quite right. So we're not regenerating influence. You know, we only have a certain pool of influence available. And if that is used, well, it's used.
Is it wrong to want...
That is not so cool, after all.
Ready for a challenge.
So we need to remove a few more charter routes. Let's do that. So we have enough ships now for the bread. So we can start a trade route now with New Hollow and Sleepy Hollow. And in New Hollow we are going to load bread. So times 4. Everything that's available. Unload it in Sleepy Hollow. And we're choosing a few of our clippers that we have. There is one, this one, and we can also use a second one here right away, like the Sea Harpy. Perfect. So now we got 2 clippers on this trade route delivering bread to Sleepy Hollow, and we can just remove the bread charter routes now, the 3 that we had. And that should free up some influence, and with that influence we can now get a commute pier, even though it will be the last for quite a while. connected, and whoops, we have the workforce now in Havisham as well. I do like the system with the workforce. I don't like the system with the influence. So because I want to have building production, building material production, all of my islands to have them autonomous kind of, we start with a timber production in Havisham. Let's say 2, that should be enough. Like that. That is one point. And the other one is the iron deposits that we have here. So we have one here. There's coal, very nice, and iron. It's all very close together. So we can just put a warehouse here in the middle. And then we can have the iron mine here. And the second one here. And then the coal mine 1 and 2. Very nice. Okay, so this of course, and there's zinc and copper. So this opens up a lot of possibilities now for us. We can expand now, finally. The war is behind us. And let's move on to a new age of electricity and hopefully soon investors. Stay tuned.